Hello and welcome to the Daily Gas for September 22nd, 2025, called I Won't Back Down by Philip Newman. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Odd, even. Digits in gray circles must be odd. Digits in gray squares must be even. So, what does that mean? Well, pretty straightforward here. Odd means they come from the set 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So any of these circles highlighted here will contain odd digits. And all of these gray squares will contain even digits. Those are digits from the set 2, 4, 6, and 8. And that's it. Those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so odds and evens tend to lend themselves quite nicely to color coding. We won't be doing that, but maybe we should. 1 right off the bat gets us 1 here. 9 right off the bat places 9 in one of these two cells. Oh, sorry. How could I forget the standard 9 and 1? So let's do that. But 3 could go here or here. Even. This could be even, but it could be odd because we could have all of these be even. Oh no, actually we can't. Wow. All right. This is why color coding is valuable. So if I colored all of my 2, 4, 6s, and 8s, as well as all of my squares, I would probably quickly realize a lot of things about like rows. Like for example, there are 3 evens here, or what I noticed just now is that there are 4 evens across here, which means all of these must be odd, which means odd, 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 means the rest must be even, which means the 3 that we want to place must in fact go there because this will come from the set 4, 6, and 8 here. Which means this is a 7, 9 pair, which points down. We know that all of these can't be even because we already have an even here. So even, even, even. The most we can have is one more even, which means 7, 9, which means whatever the odd is that goes here is 1. And then we have a 7, 9 somewhere here, where this actually will be the 9, and 7 will go somewhere there. Don't ask me why that made sense, but trust me, it does. um, all right, sorry, I got a little distracted there. 7, 7, we get 7 here. 9, we do know where 9 goes now. 9 has to go there. We know there is another even between these two cells, which can't be 4 or 6, so it has to be 2 or 8. This has to be 2 or 4. So 2 or 8, 2 or 4. This can't be 2, so the even that's here is 4, 6, or 8. 2, 8. And then this one. And then 1 here. Means only one more odd allowed. 4. Sorry, let's do this here. This is going to be 4. Now, this is kind of a weird solve here. I'm not really doing things in the best, most logical way. Though I do see a 7 here because it can't, because 7 goes here, 7 is not even, so 7 will go there. Then, what does that mean? 1, 3, 7, and 9, and 5 means these are all even here, which we already knew this was even, but this comes from the set 4, 6, 8. Oh, well, sorry, if this is the last odd, it has to be 5. 6, 8, this is the last odd, it has to be 9. 9 is not in fact even, so 9 must go here. We'll have an X-wing on 9s here. Can we do better? This will be a 3-5 pair. 2-8, 2-6, 6-8 is a chocolate teapot with our 3-5. 6. This has to be 2 or 4. Even means the rest of these are odd, which means this is 1, 3, 5. This can't be 1. We can have anything here. Like I said, a very awkward solve on this one. 6, 8. If this is 8, then it forces 8 here. Otherwise, if it's 6, that gives us options. Actually, it would force 6 here. What am I missing? I've done a lot of work here. How can I not do a lot of work here? I guess this is double even and odd, and double even is more valuable than double odd because there's one less even digit that we can play with. This comes from this at 6, 8. This is 5 or 7. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. So we know 9 has to go between one of these two cells, but we already knew that because of our X-wing. This to be even. 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8, and then 6, 8 here. What am I not seeing, folks? What am I not seeing? I'm telling you, if you color code this, you'll probably get through this very quickly. Okay, 3, there we go. This has to be odd, so it must be 3. 3 sets are 3, 5. 3 will have 3 between these two cells. That's fine. 5. Oh, well, this is our last odd, so it has to be 1. And then 2, 6, 8. Or 2, 2, 4, 6, sorry. 2, 4, 6. Means where does the 1 go? This will be 1. This will be 3, 5, which places 5 here, which gives us 2, 4 here. 2, 4 means this is 6. 6 gives us 8, gives us 6. There we go. And it's starting to come together. This is 2. 2, 4, 2, 4. Either order is fine here. 8 and then 1, 3. We know this is definitely 1 or 3. But which one? 4, 6. Let's place the 8. 8, 4, 6. 5, 7. 1 between one of these two cells. Hmm. 4, 3, 5. I can't really do anything with this. I guess unique rectangles, well, not unique rectangles, I guess, yeah, would say that if this is 6, then the puzzle would be broken because there would be no way to disambiguate the 2, 4, which means we know 6 can't go here, which would place 6 here. Um, it's a valid method in some contexts. I struggle with using uniqueness, but I would like to believe that Philip is a skilled enough setter to where we shouldn't have to worry about whether or not his puzzle will be unique. Um, this is either 6 or 7. I don't know if I figured out whether or not this needs to be odd or even yet, because I haven't been keeping track with color coding. Um, we know that there's only one more even here, which means the even could be between this cell or this cell, so I don't think we actually know. I really hoped the 6 would do a little bit more for me, but alas, which will be different than a gent. This is 2, 8. Hmm. 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 6 is maybe not. I was trying to track the evens in the column here, but I'm not seeing how this helps. Oh, I guess this here is going to be odd, and it sees 1, 5, 7, 9. So that would get us 3 here, which would get us 3 here. We know that this has to be the last odd then, which places 8 here. 8 here. And that's us what? And that's us that this has to be 6. And this being 6 gives us 6 here, which gives us 6 here. And then the 4, 8 now is easily resolvable as such. So 4, 4, 2. 2 gets us 2. We're still missing 7. This will be 8 and 1, which is now easily resolvable, which we did know that one of these two had to be 1. So we should have placed that the second. We placed the 1 here, but this will be 8 here. This will be 7 here. Across we need the 2, 2, 2, 2 with 4, 4, and 4. That should be all of those. Let's just double check our 6s and our 8s. So it just should be odds left over. 3, 3, 5, nets us a... Ooh, wait, what are we missing here? 5, there we go. 9, 7, 7. This is 5, 5, 9, and 1, and we are done in 14 minutes and 24 seconds with I Won't Back Down by Philip Newman. I'm kind of now reading that a little bit as a threat to Philip. You won't back down. Uh-oh. But no, jokes aside, struggled a little bit on that one. Again, I think going back and just color coding odds and evens would have made it very clear where digits had to be placed, because essentially you only have to, well, you don't only have to, but you pretty much have to solve half a puzzle. You solve half a puzzle that is just all the evens, and then you solve the other half, which is all the odds. But yeah. Anyways, with that aside, hopefully you enjoyed, and as always, thank you for watching.